Alright, hey everybody, welcome to our new video. Yesterday is Saturday, last video was Wednesday, and whatever, but you understand, those of you who watched the last video, which is, guess what? None of you! Now, so, anyway, so, today's list will be counted out differently. He will be counting, Mr. Dillon, 6, 5, and 4, and I will be doing 3, 2, and 1 due to knowledge and whatever, and we have different strong areas in Pokemon.
So today's list is the top 6 legendaries. And now we're not basing them off of how they look, but more or less how they actually are in combat.
Alright, so without further ado, we're going to start off with number 6.
So number 6 is Ho-Oh, which is from Gen 4. Now, Gen 4, as you recall in our last video, isn't all that good, which we definitely mentioned several times. But, I lost my... Oh, yes. Ho-Oh has a very shallow move pool with, like, very little recovery moves, and I think it only has Roost as its recovery move. It has a really high attack, so it can deal a lot of damage, but it also has a high defense, so it can take a lot of damage as well.
Is been referred to as a tank.
Yep.
Officially. So I'm going to call him Tank. Hey! Sorry, I'm not actually like that. Okay, so number 5.
Number 5 is Yveltal from X and Y, or Gen 6. Now, Yveltal...
Sorry.
So, Yveltal it was more or less... It was weak to Xerneas, but other than that, it was pretty helpful if you had Y against any of the Elite Four and or the champion, with its life-draining move pool, as well as which also counts as its recovery, and one of its almost one-hit KO moves that was really helpful. It also had high speed, so it can go first. And then number 4 is Rayquaza from Gen 2. Gen 2.
I got that for once.
With its
Never get that.
And the reason why we chose it as 4 was because of its added ability in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where it not only started out getting rid of any weather effects, but also when it Mega Evolved, it also became immune to all flying and or electric type moves. Now, I'm not entirely sure about the electric type part, but you can correct me if I'm wrong.
In the comment section below, which is normally just a battleground for people to duke it out in Flame Wars. Anyway, so on to number 3 to the one. So number 3 we have Moltres, and one of my friends pronounces it Moltre. So if you're watching this, you understand. So I pronounced it both ways. Enjoy. Now, this was the first Firebird before Ho-Oh. It was introduced in Gen 1, and it had very little moves in its move pool, but the ones that it had were very, very strong. Now, as the gens increased, what his weak disadvantage was the amount of moves in his moveset, which were not that many. So what they did was they made some of his moves a little weaker, but they added more to them. So by Gen 4, he had a much larger move set, and the majority of his attacks were pretty strong. And I know it's genderless, so don't get all mad when I said it. Though, is it genderless? I don't know.
I have no
Some
clue.
legendaries are somewhere. It probably is.
If you know, you can tell us in the comments below, which is probably again gonna be empty.
Yeah. Look at us. Nobody knows the trouble we've seen on YouTube with our 4 subscriber count. Let's get that up to 5 now.
Anyway, down to number 2.
Yeah. So at number 2 we couldn't decide between the two, but we have the 2 primary Gen 5 legendaries, Zekrom and Reshiram, and I started playing Pokemon at Gen 5, so I know what I'm talking about with this generation, ladies and gentlemen. So in Gen 5 we had the Lightning Legendary, Zekrom, who was this black dragon. Then we had this white fire dragon thing. I mean, I would call it a dragon, but its skin isn't scaly, but whatever. And that was Reshiram.
Well, dragon type, that's all that matters.
That's true, but they were also fire type.
As we proved, dragon type doesn't necessarily mean it's dragon, because as we've stated in countless, in like the first 3 videos before this, dragon type means absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so the reason why they came in at number 2 and they tied was because they both kind of canceled each other out. They both had a strong moveset and a one-hit KO, except one's attack was really strong and one's defense was really strong. Can't remember which way it was. But point was, they were both very, very strong, and they had the best part about them was their moveset. Anyway, and now for number 1, we have my personal favorite, Magikarp, and it comes in there with its move, Splash, and I absolutely loved how it didn't do anything. Okay, so anyway, so the real number 1 is Palkia. Now, you know as well as I know that I have this Palkia in Pokemon White version that is so awesome. You don't even know. It's so incredible. And it has this move set, and it's shiny, and it has all this fancy stuff, and it's beautiful.
One weakness of Dragon.
Mm-hmm. That's its one weakness, is Dragon, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
well,
so
before Gen 6 with Fairy, but...
Yeah, that's right. So, but, it was really, really strong, and its attacks were through the roof. Its defense was through the roof as well if you trained it up right. And it's just a very, very awesome Pokemon. It's aesthetically very, very pleasing. It's really cool. It was from Diamond and Pearl, which was an awesome generation for Pokemon. And its moveset incredible, its attack incredible, and its defense was also incredible. So yeah, that's pretty much the top 6 Pokemon legendaries. So we hope you enjoyed. Hail Magikarp.
Like, comment, and subscribe
Yes.
if you haven't already. And if you want to learn anything else about his Palkia, go to the first video, because I believe I complained several things about that.
That's true. That's probably the overrated. Yeah, that's right. Okay, but
Was
anyway.
that overpowered? I don't know. We did both.
I don't know. We
did both.
Yeah, overrated was
Anyway.
second. Overpowered was first. You're right. But anyway.
Thanks
so,
for watching.
Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's try and get to 5 subscribers and more than 2 views. One from me and one from him. But anyways, so catch you later, guys.